Hello everyone. I am going to be doing a project with you tonight. I am going to be using this old pumpkin. I have had this thing for years. You can see I've done many things with it. It's just like a styrofoam pumpkin, but I always liked it because it was super cool shaped. It has been orange and yellow. It has been spray painted. I have tried to do some shading on it. I have added jute, and let me tell you, it has definitely been through some transformation, but tonight is going to be the final transformation that I have done with it. And again, this pumpkin was free because I bought it several years ago. I found these awesome beaded garlands, and it is 9 foot, and I paid $5.98 for it. And then we are going to actually apply this to the pumpkin and then add this. So this is going to be a pumpkin that you can use through Halloween, and we're going to put it on by using some Mod Podge. I like the matte and a chip brush. So let's go ahead and get started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the tissue paper out, because that is what this is tissue paper. And I'm going to just get one sheet to start. And then when you actually do this process, this is actually like decoupage. I feel like I never say that correctly, but it is a really fun, simple way to transform things. All right, so again, the pumpkin, it's just a little dusty, and we're just gonna start at the top, and then you're just gonna add a nice layer of Mod Podge. And we're not gonna be too chintzy on it, because we wanna make sure that we hit all the areas and get down into the creases. Now I'm gonna do this section by section. So I'm gonna go ahead and start. So again, I'm gonna take one piece, and I'm just going to tear it, because I don't want it to be perfect, because it's gonna have its own character anyways. So I'm going to simply just lay it down on the Mod Podge, just like that. Now I am going to be a little bit more diligent about pressing it down into the creases, just for now. And then I'm going to keep going until I get the entire pumpkin covered with Mod Podge. And again, if the tissue paper wrinkles, that's fine. If it laps over, that's fine. Because again, we don't want it to be perfect. We just want it to be unique and have a mind of its own. All right, so the first section has been placed, kind of. And now we're just gonna keep going. Just like so. Again, I'm just gonna take it and we're gonna overlap it. And it's okay if it overlaps, because I'm gonna show you how to fix that. All right, we're almost finished with the first layer. I love this process because You can use napkins, you can use tissue paper, whatever you have on hand. And again, it is super fun and super easy. And whenever I saw this tissue paper, I was in love because I am not a big Halloween person, but I thought this is something that's absolutely beautiful that can be used for Halloween as well. All right, so I've got some extra on the bottom because this project, I do want it to look complete because I do have kids and they're probably gonna be picking up the pumpkin, or if I do decide to sell it, I do want the project to be complete. So I'm just going to go ahead and crease and kind of tear some extra right here. I'm gonna fold that back down, just like that. Now, what we're gonna do is I'm actually going to be going on top of this now and sealing it. With some more Mod Podge. You just want to do a thin layer to do just that. I'm so excited to see what this is gonna turn out like. And again, I've kept this pumpkin for years, and I think I've finally found its final piece of artwork. Now I think what I'm gonna do with the beads is I will actually wrap the stem in the beads. Now, Mod Podge is sticky, so make sure you are aware of that. And while you're using tissue paper, just be aware that the tissue paper is very thin, so you have to be very careful not to tear. And then I'm just gonna go through with my finger, and if there's any pieces that I feel needs to be placed back down, then I can do that. Again, just simply by using my finger. All right, it looks like we are getting close to the end here. All right, so this is what it's looking like. I will post a picture when it is completely dry and finished, because I don't want you guys to see it with the Mod Podge still on it. But again, look how beautiful this is gonna look once it dries. All right, so next, what I'm going to do, I'm gonna open the beads, and we are going to get just the amount that we need for this project. I think what I'm gonna do is, because I like this, since I already have some of this started, I don't think I'm gonna take it completely off. I think I'm going to just wrap some and then let it hang, because I think I like the way that looks. All right, so I'm gonna take my scissors, and we're gonna have some beads going a few places here, so we'll have to make sure we keep those. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my extra jute, and I'm just simply gonna tie this together, just like that. And then I'm gonna bring this back over. Just like that. All right, and then I'm going to take it. I want to make sure that you cannot see this white string, so I'm going to tie this one more time, and then I'm going to try to get rid of it here. All right. But what I'll make sure I do is I will secure this with hot glue to make sure that you cannot see it. And I think I'm going to do one more layer of jute. If you ever need to connect the jute together, you can simply do what I'm doing here and just tie. And then you could even cut down to the knot here. Just like this. And then again, we just want to make sure we get it back up here. I'm going to cut this off. This was like a extra stem. Just like so. All right. I'm going to wrap this around a few times and back down. All right. So now I'm going to take that and I'm going to use a little bit of Mod Podge. And we're going to secure this string down on the other side. Again, just using your finger to press that in, and once it dries, it will dry clear. And then, I don't know if you can see here, there's a little white spot right there, and I don't know how this is gonna look, but we're gonna try it out. And I think I'm gonna put some of this on here to just try to incorporate it all together. And then I'm going to get a very, very thin layer of Mod Podge to go on top. And then I'm gonna go on top of everything else one more time. And I'm going to grab one more item that I don't have close. I'll be right back. All right, if you know me, you know I absolutely love my hot glue gun. So I always have to use that. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on. This is an amazing hot glue gun. It is battery powered, and you just plug it in and plug your battery into the wall and charge it up. I love lamb's ear, so I think I'm going to add 2 lamb's ear stems over here to kind of just give it that complete pumpkin look. So we will do that as soon as the hot glue gun heats up, which will just take a second. So this product or project was probably under, let's see, I mean definitely under $7, but we just used a few of the beads, so I don't even know if I feel right saying that, but definitely was not an expensive project at all. So what I'm going to do is there's a little white spot right there, and I think I'm going to try to fill that in with these leaves. But I'm going to trim these down even more because I don't think I want to see the stems at all. And I'm going to just place them together, just like that. And this is a fun upcycle project. Oh, see, okay, this is great. I can actually show you. It looks like I definitely tore this a little bit because again, the paper is so thin, but the best part about it is I can fix it and you're not gonna be able to even know that that happened. So it's kind of good that I can show you this. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go over. This was just extra Mod Podge that was on my brush. And you have to be very careful that your fingers don't pull as well. All right, so here we go. This is the final product. Definitely needs to dry. When it does, like I said, I will post a picture. But I hope you guys are having a great time and happy crafting.